Welcome back to the ABC Crew, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we will be debating Eli Carter versus Moon, happening June 6th at TNC 02. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say this, man. In this matchup, I'm taking Eli Carter. Something funny, Bielis?
You're wrong, buddy. You're wrong. I'm going with the vet. The guy that's been doing this since Mills pulled up to Scotlandville High School in Baton Rouge. He has over 300 1v1s in his life. The experienced, well-rounded. Now, we'll say Eli Carter's more skilled as a basketball player. Eli Carter is more skilled as a basketball player. But experience plays a lot in these situations. Moon has been in a lot of these situations. And also, he was in the first pay-per-view where he took his W against a top 5 guy. Moon, -5.
I was going to say, before we get into this conversation, who would be the favorite to win? Because, first of all, one thing, Moon is rarely a favorite in the games that he's playing. Even against Nesco, a lot of people had Nesco as a favorite in pay-per-view one. Would he be the favorite, though, on paper?
I think this might be the most even matchup on the card right now.
So would Eli be the favorite?
Okay, Moon's a slight favorite. I would say slight because he has more experience. But if somebody told me Eli's the favorite because he's the more skilled basketball player with more experience in terms of pro and college, even though it doesn't always apply to one-on-ones, then I wouldn't be mad at that either. But specifically for this space, I'd have Moon slightly favored. Slightly.
So?
Let me go ahead and give you my synopsis on why Eli Carter's winning. It doesn't matter who the favorite is. At the end of the day, you got to roll the ball out, put that brown thing in that round thing. You know what I'm saying? Accountability, ultimately, 5 minutes beyond everybody willing to shall be held accountable. Eli Carter's not losing this game for one reason only, man. His last one we won on the scene was against Dede, right? This is the first time we saw him on the scene. Okay. Okay, I'm frozen. So this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch cameras here.
Backup
cam. Yeah, backup cam. We got it. All right. So I look yellow as shit. Anyways, Eli Carter. Then after that, I think he played ISO Joe. I think he lost. Correct me if I'm wrong, B.
Yeah, he did lose.
He lost, right? Okay. So coming into this with the magnitude of, he got his best friend watching, commentating. He got all the eyes on him. I said ISO Joe.
Yeah,
I'm cooked. So Smooth Joe, right?
Yeah.
And he comes back now to TNC02. His best friend's commentating. A lot of eyes gonna be watching this game. It's gonna be a lot at stake here. He's played a lot of high stake, situations where he played at Florida, where he played at Rutgers. You know what I'm saying? So he's played at the highest level. He understands what it takes, and I think he's gonna rise to the occasion. And Moon, he always rises to the occasion, but he hasn't played nobody like Eli Carter just yet.
Now, what I will say, my counter argument is that Moon has very long games, Sel.
This is facts.
So my question to you, and even to Millie, can Eli Carter sustain, let's say, a 45-minute one-on-one? Because that could potentially happen.
If it does go 45 minutes, Moon wins. If it goes that long, Moon is gonna win. I don't care who he's playing. If you told me before the game, hey, this one-on-one lasts 45 minutes and Moon's in it, he wins. I don't care who he's playing. My question for y'all is, when Eli played Smooth Joe,
yes,
how was that played? And that's a genuine question because I haven't watched that game. How was that game ref?
Yeah, trench basketball.
It was trench basketball. It fits Smooth Joe's style perfectly because Smooth Joe is like a downhill guy. He's going to pull up. Eli is more of a shifter. Those shifty guys, not in that real scenario or in that environment, doesn't really help him a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And this environment's going to be a little different because it's going to be physical. But it's not going to be as physical as that because Smooth Joe's bigger than Moon. And this one, Eli Carter's the bigger player in terms of weight. So I think he's going to use that a lot to try to attack Moon's legs. But like I said, if it gets past that 32-minute mark, we might be in trouble, fellas. I'm gonna have a timer on that table. We might be,
Wouldn't Eli Carter want Kyrie Irving in his corner for that one-on-one?
That would be crazy.
Wouldn't that be a spectacle?
Would y'all rather, because Kyrie's commentating the whole night, would y'all rather see him in the corner for one game and maybe mic him up? That would be incredible live footage for him to coach Eli Oh my gosh, what an advantage that would give him.
That would be incredible.
I mean, on the other side, you got 19.
All right, here we go. That's my question.
That's a real, probably the MVP. First of all, 19, you're the MVP cornerman of 2024. Absolutely. But Kyrie mic'd up for the live feed would be like incredible footage. Incredible footage.
So, do you have a score prediction?
Going to 30, I think Eli edges it out 30-27. It's going to be very close. I think it's a 3-point difference either way. This one I don't see being a blowout because of the longevity of the game that's possibly going to be. I think Eli comes out with a hot start, and then Moon's going to have to subdue it. If not, if Eli gets to 15, or if halftime is within the first 5 to 6 minutes, it favors Eli Carter whether he's down or up.
Yes. Agreed.
Whether he's down or up, because now the game's moving along quick. Now, if Eli Carter goes down 15, let's say like 7.5, he has to score 23 points in the second half. The second half is when Moon becomes a boa constrictor a little bit. So it's like Eli has to be up going into the halftime. And I think he knows that, like, what's at stake there. So Eli's going to go into halftime being up, and that's going to give him the edge where he knows he can't let his foot off the gas. He cannot allow Moon to slowly get stops, slowly get buckets. It has to be kind of a haymaker because Moon is like an anomaly.
It's funny that as we're breaking down the matchup, potentially the biggest thing is the time limit of the game.
Yes.
Like if someone walks into this conversation as trying to figure out YouTube basketball, they're like, what are these guys talking about? Like the length of the game is going to favor. The length of the game favors Moon.
You better understand. Well, my next question for both of y'all, and I want to say some of this too. Defensively, I've watched Moon against King Handles twice, and some of his other China 1v1s. Obviously, it's limited dribbles, but he's becoming really smart with this shot selection, bro. Like he's starting to take that jab three a lot more, and it's starting to really go in at an efficient clip. So my question is, does Eli Carter, what is his game plan defensively? Does he press up? Does he give him arm's length? Because I wouldn't say Moon is the most explosive person off the dribble in terms of, let's say, like a Caleb Huffman, or let's say like anybody else who's really explosive. So what do you think, guys, Eli should do on the defensive end?
I think that, first of all, I like what you said about Moon's pacing and shot selection throughout the game. I think he learned that in a 101 to 100 in China. He plays them all the time. And I think that has carried over because when he did come back and play Nesco, I did think his shot selection was better, although it wasn't the most efficiently offensive game, but his shot selection, I think his pacing of the game seemed better to me. What do you think, so?
I think in terms of defense for Eli Carter, in a way, you kind of have to make Moon a jump shooter early. And the reason why I say it is because if he starts attacking downhill, it opens up his game immensely even more. So when he starts becoming a jump shooter with a heavy contest, it might be a little different. Now, you can allow him to shoot the ball. That's what I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying you're going to have to be on that shooting hand, kind of forcing him to go left to shoot a tougher shot with your arm on this side. The moment Moon can go left and start drifting out, and then he gets to his bag, then it becomes a different type of game. So I think for Eli is you kind of have to make him, which Moon already is a tough shot maker, but I think that's Eli's best bet because when Moon gets downhill, he's a lot more elusive. From what I've seen, maybe you guys see something differently, but he's a lot more elusive attacking downhill. So I think that's what Eli can't allow to happen early.
Yeah.
For him to see those early ones get through. You know what I mean? Because then it becomes like, how many more easy ones can I let him get?
Yeah. This matchup is a very confusing matchup because Eli is not going to get bullied. Like, no, real talk. Like,
wait, no, B, I want to stop you real quick. You are in 1919 right now.
Yeah, you just...
Bro, I look at him.
You went full black and white mode.
Wow.
I'm black and white right now?
Yeah.
Brother, you are I gotta take a picture of this before it go. Oh my god. No, he's in the 30s right now before color television. Oh man.
Wi-Fi.
Right, hold on.
Oh. just thug it out, brother. Fuck it.
No. I'm leaving it coming back. I'm leaving it coming back.
No, don't do it.
He's
well,
gone.
BOS has officials on the stage, so now it is the
we keep it rolling. We keep
it going. But I want to say this, though. I want to ask you this question. So, in terms of the defensive side, what can Moon do to affect Eli?
Well, I think that Moon showed me a lot, particularly in in his game against Nesco of his ability to guard really efficient, really skilled. I'm not saying Nesco and Eli are identical, but I think if you break the game down to its smallest form, they both do the same things well, in my opinion. So I don't think that actually Moon is not going to be able to guard Eli. You know, I think if Eli is going, he's going because he is an offensive player, and if he's hitting shots, I could see him getting a 10, 15 point lead potentially because we know what Eli can do offensively.
Yeah.
It's just I think we're gonna find out really quick what kind of game it's gonna be. And if Moon starts getting some stops and doesn't let Eli get into a flow, then it might favor Moon in the long run.
So B, go ahead, remake your point before you left stage.
Oh, but this is why I believe it's going to be the toughest matchup of the night regarding the main event, disregarding the main event, is just because Eli is going to be Moon's most skilled player he's ever played. But in counteracting to that, this may be Eli's toughest defender in terms of an experienced guy in the one-on-one space that knows what to do and that can adjust on the fly. Two of the best adjusters in the space to me are Hoodie Kell and Moon. Throw Nas in there too. Those three guys, I would say Scoob as well. Those four guys can adjust really well. And that's why in the second half, Moon does what Sel says, talking about a ball constrictor, because he figures you out. Just like in the first half against Nesco. Nesco is getting him on ball fakes, step throughs, this and that. Second half, Moon was disciplined. He stayed on his feet. So I agree with you, Millie. They're kind of similar in skill and what they like to do. Eli loves to step through. He loves to get to the mid-range and make tough shots. So this is a pick'em game. But Moon -5, because this game is going to be 45 minutes.
He said pick him, but Moon -5.
Yeah, Moon,
that's a solid favorite right there. -5 in a game of 30.
Yeah,
that's a strong
like
favorite.
30-25? 30-25.
If you said it there, but I want to add on real quick to what B said. The best players in the space are the best adjusters. I think.
Yes.
Correct.
I think somebody commented this in one of our videos recently and said that, and I was like, that is completely true. And I think that's where Moon has a bit of an edge here. You know what I'm saying? Just because Eli is more of a pro stepping in. It's just the classic pro stepping into the one-on-one scene and the ability to think through the game and whatnot. But it may not matter. Eli may just be that good offensively that night.
Yeah. I think two things. One, Eli has that day film to go back and watch and say, dang, I really got gas in the latter half of that game. And I could have and should have lost had they made a free throw, right? So he's like, I don't think he wants to allow that to happen again, which is why I think he's been in the gym so consistently. Like he's been at it. I've been seeing it on Instagram and stuff like that. So it's like he's taking this actually very serious. Now with Moon, we know he lives in the gym. We know that. Secondly, I will say this though, in terms of the adjustment part, I don't want to get to the left on this statement, but I think a guy that also does well with adjustments from what we've seen is Malik.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
And by the time this video drops, we would have already seen the
Malik adjust.
Swan. So it's like he's a guy that adjusts and he figures it out. And that's why I'm saying I personally like the Malik versus Kell, but that's a whole other video for another situation. But I'm saying in terms of adjusting, I got the Malik in there as well. That's why I say that.
Yeah. I will say if Eli Carter is in shape, I'm pushing my line to -2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he comes
no. But if he coming in day shape, I'm staying at -5.
Fair. That's fair.
Oh yeah. But man,
you know what? No. You know what? I'm willing to put a wager on this, buddy.
What you want to do?
Oh, what did he just do?
Don't you talk about that Russ poster behind me. It ain't happening, player. Neither one of them. I'm keeping the lid. Don't you talk about neither one of them posters.
I'm separating y'all now. What's happening?
Nope.
Yeah, I had to put you in the middle real quick, man.
Oh, all right.
I had to put you in the middle.
I'm the mediator.
B.
I'm not taking that. None of them Russ posters coming down. It's over. Don't ask me.
That's fine.
Okay, because that's
fine.
That's 14 years old right there.
If Eli Carter wins this game, you have to say Kyrie's the best point guard ever.
Ooh.
Deal. That's nothing. Okay.
Damn it. No, that's too easy.
No. Deal. Deal. No problem. No issue
Now,
there.
B, what's your bet? What's your
Because
bet?
the thing
B?
is, I have Russell Westbrook top 5 anyway. So if you would have said Kyrie, okay, fine. If
No, wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait, hold on, wait.
no,
Mills, can I just say
Yeah,
yes?
B,
Kyrie's
B,
better than Russell Westbrook.
no.
Wait, B, come on.
No,
just
Millie, I'm not.
hear him
No,
Just hear him
no.
out. Just hear him
I'm
out.
gonna say while Kyrie's on the broadcast, I'll say it. Kyrie, brother,
So-
you know you're the best point guard ever. I'll tell you.
No, say you're better than Russell Westbrook. You have
I'm
to
not
say
taking
it.
that deal. I already took a deal already. In front of Kyrie Irving, and it ain't gotta be defensive. You just gotta be like, yo, Kyrie, Russ might be better than you, man.
Only if you say that Kyrie, you're better than Russ. That's the only way I agree.
Deal?
You see, I don't like the way he's trying to change that deal, Millie, because my wager's better. You see how I got no, he's trying to change it up. No. I'm gonna tell Kyrie you're the best point guard ever on the broadcast. And then if I win, if Moon wins, you're gonna say, hey, and you ain't gotta say Russ better than you, Curry. All you gotta do is you gotta look at him like you thinking, Russ might be better than you, man. Deal?
That'd be insane.
I can't backtrack on the statement though. That's I can't just say one thing and then say another though. Because you know what I'm saying? Like,
what are you talking about, man?
I
can't take that deal unless he takes my deal. I'm gonna let you. You can't take my deal.
Do we have a deal?
No,
because both of y'all put up what you
no,
want the other to
he
say.
did, and I will tell Kyrie he's the best point guard ever.
Better than Russell Westbrook.
You're changing it, and I already accepted it.
I said, no, but I didn't get my point.
The comments going to decide. Flip us back because I know I got this one. Oh yeah, I got this one. Bring it up, champ. Come on, let's push the conversation forward.
Closing thoughts, statement.
I would say if Eli Carter comes in that Joker in shape, we may get one of the best one-on-ones in next chapter history. Amen. Because I just know what he brings to the table. And for chapter 2, season 2, he was sick. So especially that first day that he played. So being that the fans are already kind of on him about his 3v3 performances when he showed up in chapter 2, season 2, he's pissed. I know what type of shape Moon is going to be in, being that Kyrie Irving will be in the building and he could have the opportunity of walking up to Kyrie Irving and saying, yeah, I want you to check up with me now. That's a variable too. Because you got to remember that Moon. Yes, that Moon just played with Derrick Rose, played against Derrick Rose in the 2v2. So he's playing against legends. He's stacking up legends, like playing against some things of that nature. That's a variable too, man. These are two motivated guys. Eli Carter been asking for a top 5 guy, and he finally got one.
Moon's life could be a documentary.
No cap.
Let me just say this, man. 1 second. It'll make sense. Just 1 second.
Millie, I got him with this one. I got him. This comment section, I know y'all gonna mess with me on this one.
All I'm gonna say is, if you see Eli Carter walk into the gym on June 6th with some Kai ones on, that shit's gonna get hectic, nigga.
Those are clean.
Not these exact, but thank you. Not these exact ones, but if you see any Kai one on his feet, hey, put your money back in your pocket.